What's up guys, it's Trevor here with the Detective Collection, and today I'm going to be showing you some comic books that I have picked up over the past couple weeks. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an oddball list. I know I'm usually pretty Batman heavy, I'm usually pretty DC, Star Wars heavy, but over the past year or so I've really begun to appreciate these comic books for what they're worth. I've begun to appreciate all these comic books for their key significance, whether it be Marvel, whether it be Batman, whether it be DC, whether it be Star Wars, what have you. I've really started to appreciate just adding these books to my collection, especially when it's a cool story attached to how I got it. And I have some of those for you today. So I'm super excited for you to check these out. And without further ado, let's get going. Starting things off, we have a Star Wars number 43. This is the first appearance of Lando Calrissian in comic books. I picked this up from my local comic book shop, Clobber & Comics in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. If you're ever in the area, please go check them out. Tell them I told you to stop by. Super great comic book shop, super great atmosphere, and super good comic books. Star Wars number 43, I have made it my goal to collect the entire original Star Wars run, and this is a piece to that puzzle, and I'm excited to add it to the collection. All right, now this is where things start to get interesting. So a while back, I was in Louisville, Kentucky, and I stumbled upon a used bookstore. I was out looking for comics, looking for action figures, stuff like that. And I went into this used bookstore and I noticed that they had a pretty decent selection of comics. So I started looking through the books that they had there and the bins that they had there. And I was pretty impressed with the selection that they had. I don't think that comics is their main thing, but they have video games, they have books, they have action figures, and they do have comics over in the corner. So I went in there and I started looking. I noticed that they had good prices on things, and I bought a couple things. Well, fast forward to the past couple weeks, I've been in the area and I swung by again and I started really digging, really looking through what they had, and I really found some gems in there for a very, very good price, and I'm excited to show you guys what I got from there. All right, starting things off, we have Star Wars number 44. Now, this isn't really any key significance or anything like this, but I did get it at a very, very good price. And like I said, it is going to help me complete that original Star Wars run. I do like the cover. I think that this burst of light around the figures here is pretty cool. And of course, the clash of lightsabers here in the center between Vader and Luke, that's pretty awesome. So that's going to be the first book that I picked up from the used bookstore I was telling you. The next book is where things start to get fun. We have Tales of the Teen Titans number 44. This is the first appearance of Nightwing. Of course, Dick Grayson had already been a character for a number of years in DC continuity. However, this is the first time that he appears as Nightwing. Now, if you know anything about Batman, you know that Nightwing has become a primary member of the Batman family, and it's super cool to add this book to my collection at the price in which I got it, because I paid $15 for this book. I think that's pretty awesome when you consider the key significance for my collection and the condition that it's in. Now, it's not a 9.8 or anything like that, but I am a raw collector and I don't really care about condition, as you'll see in a little bit. So I was super excited to add this to the collection. The colors pop, it still looks really good, it's complete, and it is the first appearance of Nightwing. Now, this is where things start to get a little bit funky for me, because I've never in my life picked up a Fantastic Four comic book for my collection before, and here we have a Fantastic Four number 110, first cover appearance of Agatha Harkness. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't really care about the key significance of this book. What I do care about is the fact that it is a color error misprint. You can see here on the cover that the Thing was actually printed as green in the corner and here at the bottom. The Thing is not a green character. He's not the Hulk. He's supposed to be orange, and this is a color error version, if you will, that has gained quite a bit of popularity with collectors, and I was able to find it at this used bookstore. Now, the cover is detached and it does have some condition issues, but it's still a super, super cool book, and it's unlike anything else that I have in my collection right now. Remember 30 seconds ago when I told you that I've never picked up a Fantastic Four book for my collection before? Well, that changed pretty quick. When I was looking through the boxes at this used bookstore, I stumbled upon a book that I recognized to be of historical significance in the comic book community, and that is Fantastic Four number 49, the first full appearance of Galactus, the second appearance of the Silver Surfer, and the first cover appearance of the Silver Surfer. Now, as I was looking through, like I said, my heart skipped a beat whenever I saw this book. because I recognized the key significance that it carried. And I saw the price tag was actually pretty reasonable. Now this is a pretty beat up copy. You can see this crease going down through the center of the page. You can see that the spine is pretty worn out, but it is attached, even though it is missing a couple ads on the inside. So like I said, a pretty beat up copy, but the story's all there and the colors still pop and it's still pretty awesome and it's still historically significant. When I saw the price tag that they had on there, I couldn't pass it up, guys. Like I said, I'm not a Fantastic Four collector, but seeing a book with this sort of historical significance to the comic book community, even in this condition, at the price that I got it at, I could not pass it up. And I'm super excited to add this to my collection. The Fantastic Four have a movie coming out in July of this year, which made me even more excited to add it to my collection because they are one of my favorite childhood superhero teams. I watched the Fantastic Four 2005 movie growing up, as well as the Silver Surfer movie that followed that, and I absolutely love them. So I had to pick this up at the price that I got it at. It's such a cool book. It's such an iconic cover, and I'm so happy to add this one to my collection. Even in rough shape, I'm so happy that it's mine, and I think it's super, super cool that it's in the Batcave now. So guys, that's going to do it. A quick 4 comic book video for you guys tonight, but the thing that I really wanted to talk about is how much I've enjoyed the hunt for these comic books over the past couple years or so. I used to not be a huge comic book guy. As you see, I've got Hot Toys, I've got Lego, I've got action figures, that sort of thing. But over the past couple years, I've really fallen in love for the hunt for these comic books. And if you're a comic book person, you probably understand it. And if you're a collectible person of any kind, you probably understand it. But the hunt for these things is what really makes this hobby so fun for me. And I want to encourage you guys, keep getting out, keep looking at those flea markets, keep looking at those used bookstores, like I said, because the next Fantastic Four 49 or the next Tales of the Teen Titans 44 could be right around the corner at an awesome price at a place that you would never expect it. So keep getting out, keep hunting, because that is what I have truly fallen in love with this hobby, guys. So until next time, that's going to do it. I'll see you later.